Hey guys, welcome to the finale. Oh my goodness. I just want to cry, Jen. Thinking
I know.
welcome to the finale, guys, of Booming Biz Bootcamp. Let me put my head. Did you hear me good?
Yes.
To the finale, you guys. First of all, I want to, Jen and I both, I'm sure Jen would have the same sentiment. Congratulations, okay? Those of you who have been with us every week, on every call, every hangout, even if you went back and watched the replay, then we want to just say a big congratulations to you, a big thank you to you. We are very proud of you and just showing up because remember, when we got started, I said that 80% of success is you showing up. So those of you who showed up, then we are just excited for you. Now today is, you have, tuned in, maybe this is your first time, but you are tuned into the Booming Biz Bootcamp. Jen and I, over the last 30 days or so, at least, we've actually been here and have showed, business owners around the world and multiple companies how to 10x their business over the last 30 days. We've done skill set, we've done mindset, and I want to say it's been pretty doggone good. So those of you who are in the comment box, then if you think it's been of value, then certainly let us know. Let those that are watching know that this has been very, very valuable to you and to your business. So we're going to get kicked off today, and it's our finale. And so we got some stuff we got planned for you all today. We want to go back. We're going to recap. So just in case it's your last time, you're going to get a lot in this last time, okay? Jen, you want to say any words before I bring the slides up and stuff like that?
Sure, Keisha. Yeah, I mean, I think when we started this boot camp, we had the goal in mind of enabling people to really take their business to the next level. And I feel like the topics that we covered were some of the core foundational topics, and the value that we brought was really empowering for people. I think people took away a lot of things that they maybe hadn't heard before, little tips and tricks that they were able to implement right away to start getting more results in their business. So I'm excited to go through this review today because, over the last 4 weeks, we went through a lot of content. And then today we're going to kind of pull it all together, wrap it all up, put a little bow on it, and then look at what is ahead for people growing their own booming biz.
Cool. Thanks so much. So and it's so, Jen, I'm still getting requests to join this group we have. So those of you who are watching, we actually have a Facebook group of over almost 400 entrepreneurs that we've been, collaborating with over the last 30 days, and it's still growing, right? It's like we're at the finale and it's still growing. So thank you all that invited your team, invited, your friends and stuff. We say thank you, and we appreciate you. So I'm going to go to our handy dandy slides here. Oh, I guess I should share my screen first. And Jen, you're going to be so proud of me. Because I wait until the very last one and add animations.
Ah, nice. Excellent.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm like, I would wait until we get to the end and then we're like, oh my God, now we have animation. So, hey, this is how we do it. So awesome. So we've already told you where you are and who you're hanging out with. So we're not gonna prolong that. So. Our little agenda for today is, not our little agenda, that's not the word I want to use. Our agenda, we have a big agenda for today actually, is we're going to recap what we've gone over, the last couple weeks inside of the boot camp. We're going to actually take some questions and stuff, so have your questions. So as we go through the material, then if you have questions, then, please, we want to answer your questions, okay? We're going to show some testimonials. Some people are going to come out and share with you, the success that they've gotten over the last 30 days. And then we have some special announcements. So by all means, don't leave in the middle. Stay to the end because I promise you it's going to be worth the wait, all right? Cool beans. So we named these kind of milestones, milestone points, and as we went through this journey. And so we want to just go back over with you, just kind of refresh your memory on what we talked about, okay? So we talked about vision. You know, the first thing we wanted to talk about vision, and you can see I have the little animations. I'm so proud of myself. So it's, what do you see? Okay, because we talked about, you know, if you can't see it, then it won't manifest. Okay, so just know, you as a business owner, okay, as an entrepreneur, you have to have vision. You got to be able to see. You know, you see clay, and everybody else sees a blob of clay, right? But you see towers, right? You see buildings. You see something that can be made out of almost nothing. And so vision is what every entrepreneur, every person in life, honestly, really has to have vision. But we're here. This is Entrepreneurs Boot Camp, and so as an entrepreneur, vision is very important to your success, not just, you know, here on out, right? So we want you to really craft, you know, a vision statement, live by that, and watch it come to pass. Okay. I have some, you know, me and vision is really big because, you know, with just a vision statement, a lot of the things I see in my life, I actually manifested, right, through a vision statement. Okay, so vision is very, very important. And so we talked about as well, not only vision, but we talked about goals. Okay, and so your vision really is going to drive your goals, and your goals is where are you going? Okay, so where are you going in the next 30 days? Where are you going in the next 90 days? Where are you going in the next year? And where are you going in the next 5 years? I mean, some people do, you know, goals. They can do 10-year goals. I mean, I know some companies definitely are not doing 90-day goals only. They probably have goals, you know, that are stretched out 5 and 10 years, and they know exactly where their company is going to be then. And you know, those of you who are, you know, in business, and and it's everyone here, I'm assuming, then you want to have a map of where your business is going. And it'll be in a network marketing company right now, and a lot of the things are actually outlined for you in those companies. They have a staff of people that are already projecting what that company is going to do, you know, 10 years from now, or whatever that staff does. But listen, you all, you're actually a business owner, okay? Even if you're in a network marketing company, and you want to begin to look at your business like that, like you are a business entity. People ask me, and it's so funny because people send me a message. They'll be like, Keisha, what program are you building? You know, what company are you building, right? And my response is mine, right? I'm building Keisha Bass Enterprises, okay? Now, there may be some funding behind me from other, other companies that help me to build the Keisha Bass Enterprises, but that's the company that I'm building, right? And so you that are even if you're in a network marketing business, right, you want to be building the company of you, because you're the company that'll last, even if the network marketing company, which, you know, we know network marketing companies, they come and go. That's just the way the industry goes. But if you build a business where you're the company, then you will last, you know, beyond whatever company that you are in. Okay, so that's very, very important that you all set up goals as to what you're going to do. Those of you who are in, and I'm kind of going on and on about this, but I want you to get this. Those of you who are in those companies, and you should be looking at products that you can produce, right, that are in line with what you do, you know, as a person. Like for me, you know, just an example, I did a product, an Instagram product, okay? Well, that's right in line with, you know, who I am and who people see me as. People see me as a social media queen, so I wouldn't go off and do a product about, you know, dog walking or something like that, right? That's not in line with how the marketplace sees me. So everything I do is going to be in line with how the marketplace sees me, and so you want to do the same thing, okay? So I'm not going to keep going on that because that's a whole coaching session. But if you got an aha through that, I can't see your ahas, but you want to use the hashtag Booming Biz Bootcamp, okay? If you want to post on social media, if you want to tweet about this, if you want to post something on Instagram, okay, you can use the hashtag Booming Biz Bootcamp. All right, and let us know the ahas that you get, you know, and all that. And be sure to invite somebody, all right? So, awesome. Kool-Aid. So, goals as well is, you know, and I went on and on, but how you create true wealth, okay? So that's the thing there. How will you create true wealth? Okay, and wealth is passed down, from generation to generation. It's here when you're gone. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to send you a text. It's here when you're gone and everything. So how will you create true wealth? That should be one of your goals. When you leave this earth, what will people say about you? What will you leave behind? How will your family know you when you're gone? What impact will you make in the world? And when you're gone or while you're here, so that when you're gone, people still remember you for what you did. Okay, and that's something that, if you guys know me, that's really important to me. Is what will people say about me when I'm gone, right? So you want to have the same sort of thing. So how will you create true wealth? And what legacy will you leave? Okay, same questions. What legacy am I going to leave, through my business, right? That when I'm gone, people will still talk about me and the impact I made in people's lives. And Jen, if you're there and you want to chime in, just let me know. So we went on to milestone point number 2, okay? And we kind of went through we pulled out different things that we felt like were things that business owners really needed to have in their toolbox, to build a successful business, to have a good foundation. Now, we couldn't go through everything because it's so many things, right? But these are some things that we pulled out. We thought that these would really have a good foundation going into the next 90 days, honestly. We're getting ready to end a year, you guys. So leadership. Leadership is so very key to you actually growing your business, okay? I was reading a book. Actually, no, I was listening to an audio, and I can't think about, I don't remember who it was. I think it was like John Maxwell or something. But they talked about McDonald's, okay? And the actual owners of McDonald's were some brothers that actually, they were very good at systems. Okay, they were very good at systematizing something. So all the systems and stuff that you see now that McDonald's has, these brothers really were the brainchild behind these systems, and so, but they had an issue, right? They couldn't take it to the next level. They were very good at just building systems. They needed leadership, okay, and they didn't have the leadership capability to take McDonald's, and I can't remember what it was called at that time, but to take McDonald's to where it is today. So they had to go and actually hire Ray Kroc, who is now, most people know, from McDonald's. Ray Kroc was actually brought in to take McDonald's to the level that it is that you see today. He had the leadership ability, to not just create systems, but to manage systems. Okay, and so sometimes it's how to do one thing, but you have to hire someone to do something else. Even in your business, you guys, there's some things that I'm not good at, right? And I'm not down on myself because I'm not, right? I just know what I need. But leadership is something that if you're going to build a $1 million, billion-dollar business, leadership is a skill set that you'll have to work on, constantly building your leadership skills. So, they noticed that, they didn't have it, right? They didn't have what it took, to actually take McDonald's what it was. They brought Ray Kroc in. It's an amazing story. I have to find out what I was listening to, but it was like how, I can't remember, but I know I would listen to it over and over again because it was really good. But it taught you about leadership and really what does it take to be a leader and take your company and your business to the next level. So we talked about that. So one thing is communicating to yourself and others that your goal provides value. So leadership is really a big component of it, is really communicating your goals, your values to the people that are following you, right? And making sure that their goals and their vision really lines up with what your vision, right? Because there's nothing like being a leader and then you have people that are with you that their goals and visions there's no cohesion. You're not on the same page, right? So you got to really be able to communicate it, right, to people, to your team. If you're building a team inside the network marketing space, you got to be able to communicate your vision, your goals, and really show that they provide value. Otherwise, people don't care. right? You know, they really don't care unless they know that it provides value to them into what they are doing. Okay? All right, let's go in organization. Okay? This is something that is really good. Now, these milestones here are kind of encompassed. We talked about leadership and we talked about organization as well, and create flow, ease, and opportunity, with organization. Anytime something is organized, you all, it creates that. It's so much more easier. I'm gonna tell on myself, right? And I was talking to Jen about this earlier. I'm gonna tell on myself. Yesterday, I created so much disorganization in my business till it was unbelievable, right? I created that though, because instead of me, doing what it is that I normally do, my normal routine, the things that, I wanted to do something totally different. Well, it created so much chaos in my day till, it was like, oh my goodness, okay, I have to get this back on track. I literally was up, I was like, okay, there's 2 things I have to get done today. And I'm not going to lay my head down until I get these two things done, because they were on my list of must do today. So even though the day was very chaotic, I still brought it back to, organization. Okay, what were my 2 intentions? I had 2 intentions that were, I couldn't move them to today. Things that I could move to today. And so therefore, it's like, okay, well, you're going to sleep less today because because you didn't create the ease. You allowed it to, get all out of whack. So, even me and, where I am, I still have days, you guys, where it's just like, oh my God, what happened here, right? And I have to really get back to, okay, Keisha, let's get back to the flow, what has to be done, let's do it. That's way more, ease, and it actually brings more opportunity when you do things that way. Jen, you want to give any thoughts on this so far?
Oh, yes, Keisha, absolutely. Thanks for going through all that. Absolutely. The organization process isn't always clean, but it really does lay that foundation that can support you in building your business more. So I know this year I've done a lot more organizing, and it's helped. It definitely, sometimes we can get addicted to the feeling of being in a hurry or feeling under pressure and putting ourselves under all this pressure. Well, there isn't really any pressure, and the more organized you are, the more margin you create in your time planning and things like that, the more peace you can really experience in your life while still producing. That's the cool thing, is that I was telling my coach just the other day that I feel like things have gotten easier. And when you're first starting your business, you're really running hard and you're running at it, and I'm still pursuing my business every day, but it's in a more peaceful way, and that's what I had been striving for. And so what we're teaching you here is how you can also accomplish that.
Yeah, and it makes a big difference. I mean, even little things like cleaning my desk, those things matter in your business, and it just creates a flow. I love that. So time management. This is the love child that all of us have. It is. I mean, it's definitely, because we've just been taught, we have to cram, everything, into a certain, and then people say things like, I need more hours in a day. No, you don't. You need to manage the time that you have, right? Yesterday I seriously, and I totally lived this, because my day was planned, but I didn't manage the time. I let the time manage me. And I said, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, right? And it's like, well, you had certain things, you had a day, you had it organized. Now you've, created chaos for yourself, right? So time management is very key. we recommend get a paper, a paper organizer, and stuff, because many people are messaging me about the digital one, and what if I have any Google Docs, and all these different questions that you all have asked me about that. All I know is that I think she's a seven-figure income earner, a seven-figure
Yes.
income
Yep.
earner told us to get a paper planner. Okay, so she didn't say Google Docs. She didn't say, our iPad. No, she said have a paper planner. Actually, I think she even puts stuff in a notebook, like she records. She has a recording, because really, it's really funny, because if you really write down the things that you do in a day, you'll find out how organized you really are. Right? So it's almost a good thing to write out a productivity notebook. I think is what she called it. And then you find out, okay, how many calls did I make today? What did I do that was actually income producing, and what was like, just, extra stuff I was just doing because, at the end of the day, we'll be like, oh yeah, I did a whole lot. You think like I did a whole lot. And then when you write it out, it's like, okay, so what was the whole lot? Right? How many calls did you make? How many connections did you make? Because if you're building a business, I don't care whether you're making a service, you have a service business, you build a network marketing business, whatever business. If you're not making connections with people, you're not building a business. You're in a nonprofit.
Yep.
So, so it's really about, how many connections, did you buy traffic? Did you participate in a co-op? Did you promote, did you promote a hangout? So it's really about, seeing exactly what you do, and it helps you manage your time. Then you realize, like, man, if I stop spending all this time, scrolling Twitter or something, or scrolling Instagram, then I would have time to do my income producing activities throughout in a certain time block. So, do you want to chime in on that?
Yeah, I think what you've talked about there, writing down your income producing activities, the things that are actually going to make an impact in your business, is really key to identify those, because 80% of the value that you're going to add to your business is in 20% of your time, and really it boils down to more like 90-10. So when you can identify that 10% of time, it's so counterintuitive, right? We feel like the harder we work, the further we'll get, but in fact it's the more value we put into that time, the more value we're going to get back. So identifying how we can be most valuable in our business on a daily basis is really, really the key to it.
Yeah, that's really good. I actually picked up, and you guys might want to write this down, and you may want to go and get the book, okay? Because Jen told me to get the book, and so therefore, when people tell you get something, it's 80/20 Sales and Marketing by Perry Marshall. It's the definitive guide to working less and making more. Okay? So grab that. 80. It was like, I think I got it for like $1 or something, Jen?
A penny, maybe?
Maybe a penny, right? And it was like you just had to pay for shipping or whatever. And so I'm constantly learning how to work less and make more. I mean, that's just the way. And people like him have information out there that will teach you how to do that. So if you have a time management issue, then focus on that. Study that. Invest time and money into that. I think I talked about that on the interview the other night. Is the areas in which I struggle, whatever, if that's the word, or I'm less knowledgeable about. That's a better word. I invest in it, right? So if I want to learn how to manage my time, if I want to learn how to make more and work less, then I'm going to invest money in people who have taught about that. I'm not going to go and try to figure it all out when the information is really readily available for me. And so I would really highly recommend you all to do the same thing. If you want to learn Facebook marketing, go invest in a course, Facebook marketing, right? PPC, whatever it is that you want to learn, of course you can do the long route and, go and learn, peel all the free information and everything. That's doable, but time is money in these days, okay? So scheduling your priorities. All right, we're moving right along, Dan. And I named this the adversity advantage, okay? Yeah. The adversity advantage. So, we want to just let you guys know, I mean, you're going to have them, right? There's going to be adversity in anything. I mean, I don't know anything that is just like adverse free. If there is something, then just let me know. But most, what was the quote? Like, anything worth having is worth working for, or something. I don't know what the quote was, but something like that. But there's going to be adversity, right? Things are going to happen. Things are, not going to go as scheduled, like my day yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Things are going to flop. Products are going to not, take off. I mean, there's just so many things. There's just, but I want you to manage your emotions. Okay, this is the key, you all. In almost anything. I'll tell you a story. I went to source some items last night, right? And my phone is slim. Okay, it's really slim, and so I didn't remember if I set it down on the counter when I was paying, or if I put it in my purse, or if it had slipped out, or what had happened, right? But I got to the gas station and I'm looking for my purse, for my phone, and I can't find it.
Oh,
Right?
no.
And so how I used to react, okay, let me tell you about how I used to react is I would get all in like this fluster, like, oh my God, where's my phone? And I'm thinking like, okay, where, and I would get like all 100. I'm already, I'm up to here, I'm up to 100 before anything. And you know what I did, you guys? I managed my emotions. I said, okay, wait, let me just slow down. Don't get all, and I talk to myself. This is what I do. Don't get all flustered and everything, because let's just, take it slow, look through your purse one more time. Sure enough, I put it in a pocket, and like I said, because it's slim, it slipped into a pocket in my purse. And so, sure enough, when I slowed down and looked through the purse, then I found the phone. And I actually said, I congratulated myself. I said, you know what? Congratulations. Because you didn't allow your emotions to get to the best of you. And now, that now you're in a pendulum swing, right? And now I know about how that works, because if I had gone there, then now my whole night is like, on this whole swing, because I allowed my emotions to just really run rampant. And you have control over your emotions.
Way to go, Keisha. That's a great example.
Yeah, I learned that that's what I have control of. I don't have control of, sometimes situations happen in life, we don't have control over them, right? They happen. But we do have control over how we respond to situations that happen in our lives. That's where the control is, and we stay there, and like, okay, I'm not gonna go there. It's a way more powerful state. And then you can, like I said, your life doesn't get on this pendulum swing, and where it's like woo woo, you up and down, because that's the energy that you'll bring yourself, this up and down energy, right? So I try to just stay calm, right? Manage my emotions, right? So, anyways, did you want to add it?
That's excellent. Yeah, that's excellent. I mean, I have an example from just yesterday too, and I was consciously reminding myself, take deep breaths. Whenever I was starting to feel like my head was spinning, or, I didn't know how I was going to handle what was going on, I reminded myself, take deep breaths. You only have to deal with what's going on right now. You don't have to deal with the next few weeks. You just have to deal with right now. And right now, you need to produce. You don't need to flip out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what you were describing there, your peace is your power. That is so powerful to understand.
That. Your peace is your power. You guys should tweet about that. That's a good Facebook post. Your peace is your power. I didn't even, I didn't look at it like that, but that's it. I mean, it really, because I just kind of moved on from that moment, and I was, it wasn't like I had to come down off this emotional high, really.
Right.
Right. Like you said earlier, we get addicted to those things,
mm-hmm.
and we don't even know it. Like, we're addicted to, the emotional high. Even I thought, I would always say to myself, Jen, that I worked better under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, me writing a paper for college, and it it followed me all through life. I had to stop this, but I would say, oh yeah, well, I work better under pressure, so I can push out a paper faster when I'm at the deadline. It's like, no, you're addicted to that emotion, to that
Right.
feeling, that rush, and so you constantly create that rush in situations.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually, as much as I think it's serving me, it's like, that ain't serving.
It's exhausting.
Ex-
Yep.
yeah, absolutely exhausting. So, whew, that was good. I always love talking again. So we were talking, use them to your advantage, okay? So that's why we said the adversity advantage, right? Because it's really to your advantage, right? Your peace is your power. I like that, you guys. I want to see that all over Facebook like today. I'm going to be looking for that. Your peace is your power.
Now, I've got to give credit to Jeffrey Combs for that, because I was listening to his audio on the anger factor just this
Nice.
week. And so, yeah, it's a great one to download and listen to. And I think he said that. So.
Okay. I'm gonna definitely. You guys should, if you don't listen to that podcast. What is it?
Calls.goldenmastermind.com. And the one on anger, dealing with unresolved anger, I think was the title. Dealing with unresolved anger, and honestly, I recommend it to every single person who's watching this to listen to that.
Nice. I see all the ads. Just to your timeline, you guys. So thanks so much for posting that on Facebook and getting that out, because at the end of the day, we really want business owners to really take these principles and really have an amazing business. And it's helped us, right? Because I mean, a year ago, let's just talk about a year ago, we weren't even where we are. So it's really us, just really pouring back into you all the things that we've learned, through our process, and you can use them, and actually produce results as well. So use them to your advantage. Thanks so much. All right, Jen, you want to take over?
Sure. So we dove into affiliate marketing and essentially how you can leverage other people's products and services to create solutions for your target market. We talked about how important it is to stay in integrity, how you're going to get the best results, people are going to get the best products and services when you believe in what you're promoting, and when you, sorry, my mind just blanked out for a second.
It's okay. No.
When you believe in what you're promoting, and
people want it.
Right. And people want it.
Yeah, it's a solution, right?
Right. It's the solution. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. That's okay. I was just looking at that. I always tell people how you make money is you be a solution to a problem. You have a solution to a problem, and whether you borrow that solution from a company, like we're talking about with affiliate marketing, you can borrow, the solution, and then the company will pay you for providing, for exposing people to their solution, or you can create your own solution, right? It's kind of up to you, but we talked about affiliate marketing.
Yep. And then we also went into prospecting, where you're contacting, communicating with people about an opportunity. So whether this is online or in person, we talked about a lot of different ways to do it. Talking with people you haven't ever had a relationship with, talking with people you already have a relationship with. Between affiliate marketing and prospecting, we talked about all sorts of online marketing strategies, YouTube, social media, email marketing. We briefly touched on some paid marketing techniques. We talked about different phone prospecting things that you can do. So we touched on a lot of ways that you can communicate with people, because whatever you're promoting, you're going to be communicating. And like Keisha talked about in the leadership section earlier, communicating with yourself, communicating with other people. That's one of those core skills, and it absolutely feeds into your results on the affiliate marketing and prospecting side of things. So with prospecting, you're looking for someone who's going to be a good fit for the long term. You're not looking to just, cram people into your team if they're not going to benefit. And if you're not going to benefit, you're looking for someone you can collaborate with more than hold their hand every step of the way, because that is not sustainable in the long term for the growth of your business or theirs.
Right. That's good.
And one example that I heard was that you're farming, you're cultivating relationships with people, you're helping things grow. There's going to be a harvest. You're not just looking for your next kill and going out and hunting prospects. So,
right, that's good. Whew. We're down to Q&A already. Okay, let me undo my screen. Let's see what questions we have so far, you guys. Let's go here. Stop screen sharing. All right, it's time for some questions. I'm gonna go to the group as well and post a thread. Those of you who are inside the group, it's now time for some Q&A. And I'm gonna tell you, like Val said the other night, it's not very often that you get to question six-figure income earners for free. And so people ask me about mentorship, and how to find a mentor and all these different things. Well, this is what you do, right? When you want to find a mentor, follow someone, you want to pick their brain. Never all my life, so many people want to pick my brain, right? It's like, I don't want my brain picked, okay? I like it the way it is. Just kidding. But it's, if you have some questions, okay, we want to answer them. We want to, if you have a question about, what, your business and, different things, now the time. Let me post a question.
I don't see any questions yet, but I see someone, Arian Tyson, saying that time management was the biggest thing that has helped him through the boot camp, and he's set for a monster fourth quarter.
Nice. Cool.
Wow. 6'2" babe, I'm not sure who that is. Irreplaceable value. I'm organized, goals in front of me. I have a plan of action. Taking imperfect action broke my analysis paralysis.
Nice.
I look at my vision board and smile. Awesome. That is excellent.
Okay. Let's see. Nothing else? No one else has a question? Well, if you have anyone with, as we go along, then, I didn't want to open it up. Then just stop us. So we want to, highlight some folks, and actually I'm getting them on now, that want to just talk about their success that they've achieved over the last 30 days. We want this is for for Jen and I know for us to, if nothing else, it's kind of like, well, we want to hear about the success that you all have achieved, and thank you for those of you who posted. You can actually comment on the actual Hangout page as well. I know some of you are maybe at work, or you may be somewhere where you can't come out on the Hangout, but you still want to share your results, and we want to hear about them. We absolutely do. Hey, Miss Pam.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Talk about their success that they've achieved over the last 30 days.
I'm going to mute you, Sequoia. Just And then, okay, Pam. So, Pam, welcome. Why don't you tell everybody, like, tell them about yourself.
Sure.
Sequoia, you're going to have to turn off the Hangout. Okay, thanks. Tell them about yourself, a little bit about, what do you do, and, just give us a little bit. And then how has this boot camp helped you in the last 30 days?
Sure. Well, my name is Pam, and I live in Mississippi, and turns out Keisha and I discovered, I don't know what, a couple months back that we went to the same college together. I'm sure I graduated a few years before she did. She's a wee bit younger than me. But I'm a registered nurse. That's what I've done for over 20 years. And just a few years ago, I came into internet marketing, and we are in the same team now, Jennifer and Keisha and myself. And I love the company, love the team. I love watching you guys. I'm absolutely taking cues for what to do in my business by watching y'all, by modeling what you're doing in your businesses. And even without the boot camp's just been like just an extra little star, an extra little candle on the top of the cake. Just watching y'all and what you do, and then listening to how you go through the process has been great for me. It's been great for my business. And I think some of the biggest things that I've taken away from it have been the leadership and organization portions. And when it comes to organization, that's not an area that I am very skilled at right now. It's something I have to focus on. And speaking of Jeffrey Combs, I've been going through a course of his about personality types. And it just so happens that my personality type, that is, organization, is not necessarily what's something that I'm good at. And that leads into leadership. Part of leadership is knowing who you are, where you are, and how you can better yourself to better your life and your business, and not just in business, but in your personal life and your relationships and your finances and your home, in every way. So continuing to work on that, work on the organizational skills, developing habits, and absolutely that time management piece is key. I have my notebook, and I have a system now that, where I'll write out, this is what I do every morning, and those are those income producing activities right off the bat. And that's all, it all ties together, the leadership, organization, developing those habits, and it does absolutely lead to the piece that Jennifer was talking about. I have felt much more grounded in my business, in feeling like, okay, I feel like it's come together. Like I know what I'm doing, what I'm supposed to be doing. And as a result, my business has grown. And this month, so far, I've signed up 4 people. And look, the month ain't over. We still got today. So it's been great. And another thing is shooting for improvement and not perfection. I'm not going to be perfect. There's no such thing as being a perfect business person or leader or whatever, but not taking that lack of perfection as, well, then I'm just going to quit. If I can't do it right, I'm not going to do it. But to say, look at the strides you're making on a day-to-day basis, and they build on one another, and it grows, and as a result, you grow, and then you're able to bring people along with you. So I appreciate it.
Yay!
Just as a side note, talking about that piece and not freaking out, I have to tell, it all wraps in together again, that lack of organization, that skill that I'm working on, continuing to work on. I could not find my earpieces earlier, and I was like running about the house going, where are they? I'm not going to be able to do it. There's going to be an echo, and they're not going to hear me, and I'm not going to be able to hear them. And obviously I found them, but that, again, like I said, that's something that I just have to continue to work on. And boy, it feels so much better when things knocked out in the beginning of the day. So I know that these are skills that I've got in my business now, so now I'm going to move them over into other areas of my life. So it's been great. Thanks.
Nice. Great job. I think, Pam, were you the one, too, that you hosted your first hangout?
I did, yes. That's the other thing. I started my own weekly hangout, and so that's something that I've accomplished this month as well. Yep.
Nice.
And I also just today signed up on Fiverr to start doing gigs on Fiverr. So I'm watching you guys, and I'm trying to step up.
Nice. You are stepping up. You're not even trying to step up, and I love it. That's the cool thing. It's like we always compare and we look at other people, and I like that. You say, it's not perfect, but it's progress, right? That's powerful right there. I mean, Pam, thanks for bringing that out. That is so powerful. So those of you who are listening, it's not about you doing the webinar perfect, right? I mean, I had a webinar I think on Thursday, and I don't know what was wrong, but it was just like, but it's not about perfection. It's about progress. And so I had even told Jen, like, I'm doing these webinars. They're gonna be done, right? I'm gonna do them. They're gonna be on Thursday nights. They're gonna be at 6:00. I set an intention, and and what I'm there. I said, and if it's just me presenting to me, right? then then I'm going to show up because it's about progress, not perfection. Of course, I could, be using all these different platforms, all that. But anyways, sorry. Thank you, Pam, so much. We're so proud of you. Jen, do you want to say anything? Because I just keep going.
Oh, it's an honor to have Pam here. I'm really excited. It's always great to connect, and we've seen you in the Facebook group, Pam, but it's really cool to have you here on the Hangout as a guest. So thanks for coming out and sharing all of that with everyone, because I think it was very valuable.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, Pam. So we're just going to mute you out. You can just hang out with us. All right, awesome. Sequoia. You have to tell me, how do I say it? Sequoia or Sequoia?
You got it. It's Sequoia.
Sequoia. Okay, I got it. Hey, welcome.
Hi. I was going to say, as far as what Pam was talking about, I can certainly attest to everything that she mentioned. For me, I really appreciate the fact that it was a training that wasn't just based on hype, because a lot of times we can go ahead and take part in these different types of trainings where people are just trying to hypnotize you into doing X, Y, and Z. So the thing that I actually appreciated about this training was the fact that it was really based on proven principles, which is just everything that you guys just went over when you did the recap just a moment ago. Because when we think about principles, we know that they never change as far as the intended result when you go ahead and apply them. So things like organization, and same thing with me, just like Pam mentioned, like I'm not naturally someone who's organized when it comes to executing, tasks. Like I know that I can tidy up in those different, that area. Even when it comes to time management, just like you mentioned a moment ago, that I also appreciate the whole things that you guys taught us concerning prospecting, because when I think about the book Go Pro, I've been saying that I was going to get that for the longest, you know what I mean? It was just like that level of momentum to get it, like, okay, you know what, let me really get this now, because I've been saying that I wanted to get it for several months now. So I appreciate that. I appreciate even the aspect concerning when it comes to just, personal development and just really even just getting our minds right. Just all of those things are just fundamental principles that you need to go ahead and be successful as far as an entrepreneur. So as far as that's concerned, it was extremely just a wealth of information, a wealth of knowledge. Just totally appreciate it, gleaning from both of you guys' wisdom. So that I have just some things that I wanted to take. But so from that aspect, I also appreciate it just when it comes to the way that you guys teach concerning just having an abundant mentality, because a lot of times it's really easy to have that type of mentality concerning, just concerning lack, but just knowing that abundance is basically just all around us. So I'm not sure if you posted it in the Booming Biz Bootcamp group or if it was actually in the other group that we have. Winning Wealth Network. But nonetheless, it was actually just those affirmations concerning abundance. And that was just something that I actually started just going ahead and declaring on a day-by-day basis, because I totally believe in that, like, you know, different affirmations and stuff like that. So that helped me out a great deal as well. So if I can just wrap it up, I would just say that this created the level of momentum for me that I actually needed. Like, it was just something that was actually right on time as far as momentum, particularly from the aspect of just the affiliate side of you know, the business that I'm in. Because I know that was just something that I've been, another thing, like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and give that more effort as far as I was concerned, because I know that it was, you know, it hasn't really been effort put into that. And that's just the truth, like, you know. So it just created that level of momentum that I'm grateful for. And in addition to the fact that it's just been awesome. That's what it's been. It's been awesome. It's been something in which I know that I've been yielding results just based on the fact that, you know, as far as my mind actually being right. But so I would just wrap up and say that September has been a time of just simply, you know, training, learning, and October and beyond is just more so a matter of just application. So I'm extremely grateful. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Jennifer. It has been awesome. So thanks for planting those seeds.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, how do we meet, Coy?
The funny thing is that it probably was just simply through Facebook.
Okay.
Literally, yeah, it was just through Facebook. That's just funny how it worked out.
Was it the Facebook chat box?
Yeah, it was the Facebook chat box. That's funny.
Okay. I just like to bring that out. I just like to tell people, like, you know, and, you know, we'll talk about, you know, this later, you know, and some of that you guys will be able to see. But Facebook is powerful, you guys. Jen, anything else you want to say before I go back to the slides? You guys can just mute out. You're actually muted.
Yeah. Thank you, ladies, both so much for coming out. It's always really encouraging for us to see that the time and energy that we invested has been more than multiplied across everyone's business who's been participating. So that's really an encouragement for me and probably Keisha as well. So thank you, ladies, for coming out. And, you know, I certainly have gained a lot more momentum in my business this month. And so the question is, what are we going to do next, right, Keisha?
Right. That's definitely the question. I see some, Jen, I'm going to tell you, I see in the chat box, someone was like, don't let it in. Right. Let's see here. Congrats. 3 books we recommend to pick up, a book per month on average. Next 30 days, I would get 80-20 marketing. Definitely. Getting Things Done would be another book I would pick up. And then the last book I would say is to whatever marketing strategy or whatever area, you know, you want to learn so that you bring more value to the marketplace, then get that book, right? So you may have to do some research and see, like, where is that book? Because it all depends on, you know, where our lives are, right? I'm in a different, I could tell you some books that I would read, but there's a place that I'm in right now, business-wise. So those books are, you know, Getting Things Done and 80-20 marketing, do less, make more, right? Because that's, you know, kind of where I am. But nevertheless, Jen, is there any book you would recommend for them to get, like, in the next 90 days?
I recommend any book by Jim Rohn, or I'm looking at my bookshelf right now, Napoleon Hill. All of those are very solid winners for sure. So I'm reading some interesting ones right now, but I would say a Jim Rohn book.
Right. Yeah, that's good, because you can always work on your mindset. Always. All right. So let me pull up my slides here, Jen. Again.
And Pam and Sequoia, if you ladies have other things and want to hop off, we appreciate you coming on and joining us here.
Yes, we absolutely do. We do. All right, and so we had pulled out some other testimonials, you guys, and you guys have seen these because you're in the group. But Jerry Garrison, we want to just have big congratulations to you. Jerry said, you know, some of the things we talked about, he didn't know. Didn't know about being a successful entrepreneur, and it boggled his mind. So he wanted to give us a big thank you. Deborah Bunch, 2 new business partners and upgrades to Elite in her program, more confidence in calling and following up with prospects. She even posted later that she had 3 new business partners, actually, Jen. So, yay! Yep. So that was her. And then here's some other testimonials I just went and grabbed. We have, you know, so many people that, you know, there's Pam with her 4 signups, and there's Jody out in Canada, 2 new signups, and she's an hour away, and the others in New Zealand. And Lisa is reading more and more consistent. So these are awesome. So what's next? That's the question, right? Jen, are you wondering what's next?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So what's next, you guys? Because we noticed that there was a need, you know? So, you know, we barely scratched the surface. As you all know, there's so much more to a booming biz, and we could get it out. We couldn't even get it out. I remember when we were talking about this, I was standing in the grocery store, and I was telling Jen, you know, I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And then we were like, oh, wait, what about this? And what about this? And I was like, Jen, we only have so many classes, okay? So
Yeah.
we know a lot, you know, and so, but we can only get it out in so much time. So what we're getting ready to do, guys, is we want to, you know, help you dig into your personal marketing strategy and learn some simple things you can do daily to 10x your results anymore. Now, if anybody wants to learn that, I need you to comment in the comment box. If you want to learn that, then comment, you know, in the comment box, okay? So, would you like to get my exact formula? I'm serious, you all. The exact formula that helped me manifest myself out of my job. Do you know I knew I was going to get laid off? And I was actually, when I jumped in the air, I knew I was going to get laid off because I manifested the layoff, okay? I'll give you guys the exact formula. We will. Oh, Jen, you want to start?
Sure. So if you would benefit from a private mastermind group with 2 6-figure income earners guiding you through your journey, over-the-shoulder demonstrations of how we grow our businesses using social media specifically, and a comprehensive list of resources that we personally use to create results in our business. If you would benefit from those things, then you're a perfect candidate for Booming Biz Mastery.
Woohoo!
We are going to kick off a whole new series of training.
Yes. So excited.
We're going to dive deeper into the vision and goal setting. Keisha has some awesome exercises already for you guys. Social media mastery. We're going to get into the nuts and bolts of posts, events, all sorts of things. We may even touch on a gold mine that most people don't even really know about, but we're actually using it right now.
Yep.
YouTube marketing, there is a lot about video marketing that we can share with you. So even if you've never made a video before, we can assist you with that.
Absolutely.
Email marketing. If you're not sending 2 emails a day, or maybe you're sending them and they're not getting opened like you'd like, then we're going to go into how you can improve your response rates and really grow your business in an automated sort of way using email marketing.
Nice. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
Outsourcing.
My favorite. Oh my God, it's my favorite. Sorry, I love outsourcing. Oh my God, it's my favorite.
That's where working less and making more really comes into play. Yes. Time management and organization. I know a lot of people have already gotten value out of what we've brought, and there's going to be a whole lot more. And we're also going to throw in our resource list. So various Fiverr gigs, outsourcers, even ads that we place, things like that. We're going to put all those resources into a very nice package for you. And we're going to have some special working mastermind Q&A sessions where we can really help you in your business personally craft the future that you want to create.
Yeah. So they're probably saying, Jen, how much does this cost?
What is the investment? So what we'll be sharing in this training session is going to far exceed even $499.
Yeah.
But because you guys have been through this boot camp with us and you're here at the very end, we know that you're serious, and we want to reward you for participating in the boot camp already. So for the mastery session, right now we're going to offer a very special price of $147.
I can't believe I did this.
Yes, that is a revision. We were going to offer a very special price of something higher. So this is a very special deal, you guys. And this price is only good until October 3rd.
Right.
This Friday. So if it's something that you want to get into, then you want to do it by this Friday to save some money.
Right. And you can, this is where you guys want to write this down because you're going to go there to register, okay? And I'll tell you now, I talked to someone about this and they told me, I can't believe that you're going to charge that much. And I told them, you know what? We want people to, make an investment, but this is not to break the bank, and we know that's a price that is, it's doable, right, for people. So this is something else we're throwing in, okay? So we're not done. We're actually not done. We're going to sweeten the pot even more because if you guys know me, you know I love sweetening the pot. So the first 10 people, right, that get it, today, the first 10 people, then we're going to hold a special a coaching session just for you 10. Okay, and we can't do it for more than that because it just won't work, right? So we're going to do it for the first 10 that get it today. Then we're going to do a 30-minute group coaching session, and if it goes longer than 30 minutes, then it goes longer. But
I have a feeling it may go a little longer.
I do too. I have a feeling, and this is a $497 value. You guys know that I've actually started coaching, and my coaching fees start at this price. Okay, so I don't do free coaching any longer and stuff. So just know that this is a value that you're going to get. Many people can probably chime in this chat box and say to get me in a think tank for any amount of time. I'll have a profitable business in your hand in minutes. Okay, that's just how fast I'm swift on my feet with showing people money that is all around them all the time. There's no lack of money in your life. You just can't see it. And I know my gifting, and Jen is a powerhouse business person as well. Even though there's a lot of stuff you guys haven't seen online, but Jen, I'll never forget, Jen, you told me you flipped a house on eBay, right? So you're talking about some powerhouse business professionals that you're going to get, in a think tank with for, at the least 30 minutes, right? I never talk to anybody that short time, but, hey, we'll try it. So additional bonuses that we're going to include inside of this is you're going to get my Rockstar Instagram course. I'm going to actually, throw that in. It's a $97 value. Jen has a complete video blogging formula, okay, that she created. You're going to get access to that as well. That's a $97 value. And then, you guys, all the recordings, okay, the recordings of all the original boot camp, you're going to get that as well, and that's $147 by itself, okay? And so here again, this is the link that you want to go to actually get access. And like I said, the first 10 of you that get started, then we're going to schedule you, for a free coaching session, guys. So
and can I just say,
Yeah.
Keisha, when I saw that last slide that you were throwing your Instagram course in, I've already paid for your Instagram course.
Yep, some people have. They absolutely have. And I got, I've gotten screenshots and everything. People are like, oh my goodness, I'm getting so much more engagement and interaction on my Instagram, you guys. And Instagram is a hidden gold mine. I mean, nobody's over there. And the people that are over there, they're doing it all wrong. And they don't know how to connect and stuff. And so, yeah, we even may have a session. I may even go through, Instagram as well. You just never know. Never know, never know. Show you how to maximize. I think Jen, even you had taken my original one and actually had gotten a leader.
Oh yeah, I sure did. Yep.
So value on top of value on top of value, you guys. So that's where you want to go. You want to go there now and get registered. We are going to open this up to the public. Okay, so that's the thing. You have all of you that are in the Booming Biz Bootcamp. You got until Friday to get it at the price. At the $147 price, and yours will include all of the recordings, everything that you got throughout the whole entire camp. You'll get access to that along with the mastery class. Now, though, the people who actually after the 3rd, I don't know if we put it on there, Jim, but it's going up to $247. Okay, and you'll pay that price to get in after October 3rd. I'll say midnight on October 3rd. Okay, so. I think that's all of my slides. I'm going to exit this screen here and come back to the Hangout. And let's just stop that. All right. Any final thoughts, Jen, before we wrap this up and head off to lunch?
Head off to lunch.
Oh, that's right. It is lunch my time. I'm sorry. I always forget that.
Yep. Yeah, it's been an excellent boot camp. I am so thankful, Keisha, for all of the wisdom and insight that you contributed to the boot camp. I think it was a raving success, and I really appreciate everyone who's watching and what you brought to the table also, because our Facebook group was just such a great community. And so I'm really looking forward to the mastery course and what's coming up with that, how we're going to dig really deep, really get into more skills for people. So yeah, it's going to be excellent. I hope that everyone decides to join us in that adventure. And
so I will say, actually, you know what, Jen, we're going to welcome someone already. Maria. Welcome, Maria. We already have people that are signing up, guys, and from the first 10,
awesome.
We're going to get in a private session. So welcome, Maria. And she actually sent it to me on Facebook. She sent her payment ID, okay? She was like, look, I'm serious about this. So, Maria, we're going to say welcome to you. I'm working with you over, it's actually going to be 6 weeks. I don't know if we said that. It's going to be 6 weeks. And so we will actually begin. So our first class will begin October 13th, and we'll go right up until the beginning, right before Thanksgiving. So we'll be done by the time the holidays come around. So cool. So we look forward, to working with you all. Thank you to all of you all that came, each and every, hangout, every call, encouraged us, tweeted, posted, did everything, guys. We want to say, thank you so very much. Hey, little E, that's my guy. And so we will actually, the one group that you all are in, that group, I don't think we're going to dismantle it. We'll actually have a different group for the master class. So that group will still be open and everything, and you all can still connect with each other and engage with each other, because your net worth is in your network, right? So you want to connect with other business owners regardless of what opportunity you're in and they're in, and create create a network, you know what I'm saying? Create a connection, all right? So anyways, if nothing else, then you guys, thanks so much. We will see you guys in the mastery class. I'm so excited. Okay. All right. Take care. He's like, get off.